Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome to my channel, Mikey's Automotive. Hola, bienvenidos todos a mi canal, Mikey's Automotive. Здравствуйте, как дела? Добро пожаловать на мой канал, my Ключ автомобильный. So you guys, today we're working on a CTS Cadillac 2005 ignition lock cylinder. Now, this is the whole housing. Now, in order to remove the lock cylinder, the ignition lock cylinder, we gotta remove the housing, okay? Because there's a button that we gotta get to. That's right underneath this. Unless you can just remove this bottom piece, okay, then we're able to push that little lock in there, because this is definitely not the lock right here on this side, okay? All right, you guys, so to remove this ignition lock cylinder, we're gonna need a pick like this, a small pick like this, and we're gonna need our handy dandy jiggler keys, okay? These I sell, okay? And these, I got them online. So whichever key works for you, that's great. So if you look at the ignition locks, if you look at the housing, right here, there's a little square opening. That's where you're gonna stick your pick in, into that little square opening. Okay, just like that. At the same time that you stick that little pick in there, you're gonna go ahead and get one of your jiggler keys. Excuse me, sorry about the sound. So as soon as we have our pick in there, we're gonna go ahead and get one of our keys and put it in there, okay? And we're gonna rake it. We're gonna rake it and then apply a little bit of pressure, take it out, take it in, apply pressure until it turns, okay, you guys? Just like so. Okay, whichever one works for you better, that's perfect. As soon as you hear it click once, we're gonna go ahead and remove our rake, our little pick, and we're gonna keep raking the ignition until it turns completely, okay? So as soon as you hear it click once, start raking it some more. Okay, so after you took your pick out, keep raking the key until it turns, and then it's gonna get stuck in that little loop right there. You see that little loop? So what you go ahead is you do is you poke that little pin down, and keep turning it until it turns. So now that you turned it completely over, you're gonna go down here. Okay, this is gonna come out. This little black piece, it should come out. Okay. Well, actually, you don't need to bring that out, but that's gonna come up by itself. But right here, there's another hole. Okay, so not this hole, but the hole underneath right here, okay? Give you a better view. So you're gonna go ahead and press it. It's gonna come out a bit. Okay, you see how it came out a bit, and then that black piece is gonna come out. This black piece should come out. Better remove this little black piece. You guys see it comes out easily. Don't force it. You don't wanna break anything on here. Okay, as soon as this black piece comes out, then we can see what's going on in here. But like I said, do not force it. It should come out fairly easy. If you turn it the right way, it should come fairly easy, and this should come out as well. Okay, so it's gonna come out. That probably should come out first, and then we're able to remove this black piece, like so. So now, in order for this to come out, because it's not gonna come out, you have to kind of turn it in the correct way. So let's take a better look at it. So you guys can see there's this little piece right here on top. Okay, make sure that little piece goes in through that slot right there. So we're kind of gonna move it around. Let me see if we can. Oh, you see that? It locks right there. So just make sure that it doesn't lock right there. And then we're gonna go ahead and put it through that little slot. So make sure you don't turn it the wrong way either. So let's turn it. You see that slot? You see that? And it should go into the slot. As soon as it goes into the slot, it's able to come out like cheese. You see that? That's the slot I'm talking about. So like I said, once it pops out just a little bit and you press the lock, go ahead and kind of like retard it back just a little bit so it can go through that slot. And as soon as you take it out, okay, you should see your code right there. That's our code. On the Dolphin, it's going to give you two options. It's going to give you GM37, like when you put all keys lost and you enter that code. It's either going to tell you a GM37, which is a 10 cut, or a B100 PT. Okay? So what worked for me was the B100 PT, not the GM37. Alright guys, so we got a reference book for the CTS. And you can see CTS is right here. So it's gonna be 2005, so it'll be 2003, 2007. And it gives us these codes. But we look on the side of the ignition lock cylinder, right? And like I said, our code was 6383. And it also has another number here, 5052. But then we were looking at it, right? I was looking at it, and the numbers that it lets us put in is just 1 through 3988. So our numbers were a little bit higher. So when you're entering all keys lost, okay, when you do all keys lost, we're gonna go to all keys lost. Once again, all keys lost. Then we're gonna go to Cadillac, and then you see there's our series, or we also get 000 through 6999, and our code was once again 6383. Okay, 6383. So we're just gonna enter 6383 on here. 6383. Now, like I said, it gave us two. This is the same blade key, but this one has a transponder on it, and this one's just a blank key. So we selected the transponder one, and this is the one that worked for me. Okay, that's the one that worked for me. As you can see, they're both different cuts, way different cuts. So go ahead and select the last one. If that doesn't work for you guys, go ahead and, if the numbers between 1 and 3988, just put an H in front of it. Okay, so just put an H in front of it, and that'll work. So when you put it back on, go ahead and put your steering lock first. Okay, so we're putting everything back together, and then hold it like so, where there's a space like that, and then go ahead and slide this piece back in there, like so, from this part right here, like this. Like so. So after we got that in there, we're gonna go ahead and put our ignition lock cylinder back in there with our cut key. Okay, that's gonna go in through like that, and then just go ahead, see, and it fits perfect. You might have to adjust this if it doesn't go in all the way. You're gonna have to adjust this piece back here by moving the ignition lock cylinder to where it needs to be at. Okay, so just adjust it and then spin this at the same time. And there it is. We put everything back together. Okay, so just remember that sometimes the little pin goes into this little hoop, so when you're adjusting and it goes in there, just push it down. Okay, all right, well, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit like, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to join our members only if you want priority commenting, if you want to be part of our giveaways. Next to the subscribe button from a desktop or a laptop, you can join today. Till next time, you guys, take care. So if your key is not turning inside the ignition lock cylinder, sometimes because the steering lock, it gets stuck. So it won't allow this to turn. So when the steering down is in there, it's gonna be like about this much. Excuse me, sorry about the noise. So like I was saying, if the steering lock is not down like this much, it's gonna get stuck here sometimes when you turn the key. So don't worry if it's not turning the key. As soon as it's inside the car, it's gonna be able to turn it. You see that? How it turns it? Like I said, sometimes the steering lock gets stuck. So making it feel like the keys doesn't work, but it does work. Okay? This has to be just a little bit down, enough in there. Because like I said, sometimes it'll get stuck and it'll seem like the key's not working, but it's not that. Or make sure you have that little pin in there. So like I said, it'll get stuck sometimes because the steering lock needs to be like this much down. If it's not this much down, it'll get stuck sometimes and it'll make it seem like the key's not turning it. But the steering lock has to be a little bit down like that. Okay?